Uh, so everyone, good afternoon. First of all, thank you for joining us today. I guess that you are interested in our XR2Industry second open call for software integration. First of all, let me introduce ourselves. Today with me is my colleague Andrea Puentes, our marketing specialist. We will be happy to host you here and talk about funding opportunities. And right now, I will try to share my screen, everyone, so what I'm talking about. But today on our board, we have more people to introduce because with us, we have our technical expert. Do you see my screen right now?
Yes.
I hope so. So my name is Rafał Święcimka. I am project manager at FundingBox and the XR Industry Consortium. We are a front runner in the integration of third parties projects. So we are responsible for distribution of financial support. But on our board today, we have two technical experts from XR2Industry project. So with us are Shad Bensegir-Vergniaud and Erwin Del Rey from Support Square. Thank you for your support. So if you have any technical questions, then they will try and they will be happy to answer them in the end, because we are planning to organize Q&A session at the end of this webinar. One more thing, before we start, let me remember our housekeeping rules. So you should be muted during the entire presentation, and if you have any questions, please put them on a chat. We'll try answer them at the end of the session. And this meeting is recorded for dissemination and reporting purposes. Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. I would like to give you an overview of the agenda for today's meeting. During the webinar, we will answer some of the most important questions, such as who can apply, what are the benefits of XR2Industry, the open call, what are the extended reality challenges that you could address, how to apply, and last but not least, we will have a short Q&A slot reserved for attendees to ask questions. Okay, so in a nutshell, I will tell you how to get 275,000 euros to boost your extended reality product. About the XR2Industry project, only the most important things. So this is the acronym XR2Industry. The whole name, it is the Tailoring Extended Reality to Industry's Needs. It is EU-funded project aiming to contribute the European sovereignty in XR area. The project will boost the European technological ecosystem and create European XR reference platform. By developing the first European XR headset, you have to remember that one of the consortium partner Lynx is a creator of the first European data-aware XR headset, and they are building the fundamental blocks of a reference XR European platform. So we can say that the project, XR2Industry project, is EU response for domination by American, so GAFAM, and Asian companies. And the project priorities are data privacy, empowerment, industrial relevance, and openness. And one of the goals is application XR in areas such as healthcare, education, and engineering. And the project will distribute up to 4.8 million euros among beneficiaries that will be selected to participate in the support program. This is the whole amount for these free open calls. Okay, what's more, here you can see information about the consortium partners. So the coordinator, it is Universitat Politécnica de Valencia from Spain. We have 3 partners from Belgium. It is Support Square, Alteria Solutions, and Flux 50. We have 3 partners from France. It is Asal Process, so Lynx, T Corp, and Muji Mauji. And last but not least, FundingBox Accelerator from Poland and FundingBox Communities from Spain. Who can apply? So the first crucial question. So we are looking single SMEs or mid-caps registered as legal entities before the start of the second open call, so before the 17th December 2024. We are looking for companies from following countries, so EU member states and overseas countries and territories, or Horizon Europe associated countries. You will find the whole list in our guide for applicants. So if you have a question related with it, please check it if you are eligible. And we are looking projects that develop and integrate innovative software based on emerging technologies to enable possibilities of XR experience. The crucial thing it is that we are looking companies which are on a tier level 5 or upwards. So the initial level of your solution, it have to be 5 from 5 to 7. Yeah, this is our requirements. And the next question: what are the benefits of the XR Industry Open Call? We are looking only for 2 companies. Of course, the biggest benefit it is the money. It is the 275,000 euros, but it will be the time to develop your solution. We have to select up to 2 developers of XR components and aimed at integrating emerging technologies. And each of these selected SME or mid-caps will receive a maximum 275,000 euros. It will be fixed lump sum. And during the 12-month support program, you will be supported by technical experts like Erwin, like Shad, who are with us today. So you will have 1 year of work with our technical experts to develop your solution. The first stage, when you will qualify to our program, it is the IMP, it is individual mentoring plan. So during the first 2 months, you will decide what you have to achieve during whole project. Then you will prepare the project roadmap of implementation or development your solution. We have 3 stages. After this first one, we have the 5 months when you will develop your solution, and the last stage it is integration. So during the last 5 months, it will be time for integration your solution. What are the extended reality challenges that you could address? We have a list of 4 challenges. First of them, it is tracking environment for virtual reality headset. The second one is avatar customization in virtual reality. The third one, it is industrial digital twin. And the last, eye tracking for Android-based standalone headsets. You will find the whole description of these challenges in our guide for applicants. So I highly recommend to open and to read it and check these requirements, details about these challenges. But what is really relevant, each applicant must address only one of these challenges. So we are not looking for other challenges, we not have other different challenges, and you have to address only one from these 4 challenges. How to apply? First of all, you have to visit project microsite. This is XR2Industry.fundingbox.com. Then you will find Apply Now button. When you will open it, then you will have our application form. You have to log in or sign up. Then you will start new application. You have to complete all the sections that are marked with a red star and submit your application. You will have 10 sections to fill. One of them is not obligatory. It is the statistical section. So the 9 of these sections they are required to fill. On our microsite, you will find these documents which I mentioned before. So guide for applicants to get details regarding the application and evaluation, frequently asked questions document, and we hope that it solves the answers the doubts you might have. And here again, I will just remember the most important things. So you have to be on time to use our system. So you have to make sure you submit your proposal through the online form before the deadline. It is the 18th February 2025 at 5 p.m. Brussels time. Your proposal must be written in English in all mandatory parts to be eligible. Only parts written in English will be evaluated. Every question deserves your attention. So generally marked with these asterisks. This section, they are mandatory, and your proposal must be completed. This is admissibility criterion. Be exhaustive. You have to verify the completeness of the form, as it won't be possible to add any information after the deadline. What's more, less is more. You can submit only one proposal to XR2Industry second open call. If more than one proposal is identified and submitted by the same applicant, only the last proposal which has been submitted will be evaluated. Another thing, European dimension. Your project should have a clear European dimension, meaning that you have to demonstrate the project contribution toward environment, social, and economic impacts to support sustainable development, Green Deal, and other European policies. A conflict of interest, we will take into consideration the existence of potential conflict of interest between you and one of or more XR2Industry consortium partners. The consortium partners, their affiliated entities, employees, board members, and permanent collaborators cannot take part in the XR2Industry program. So all cases of potential conflict of interest will be assessed case by case. Another thing, healthy finances and a clean sheet are a must. So we won't accept entities that are under liquidation or enterprises in difficulty. It is your proposal, so your project should be based on your original work. If the project is not based on your original work, your right to use the intellectual property rights must be clearly defined. And the last thing, acceptance of the open call rules. To apply for this open call, you have to accept its rules and regulations detailed in the guide for applicants. So again, helpful tips. So remember to submit your application before the deadline. Submitting your application is available only after all the red star marked sections are correctly filled out. So you couldn't submit if you will not fill all spaces. Only last proposal, which has been submitted in order of time, will be evaluated. You can always edit all bookmarks and fields until the end of the deadline, even after submission. So even if right now you will submit your application, you still will have time to edit it, to polish it, to improve it, but before the deadline, before the 18th of February. And there is an option to add contributors on the application submission page. So if you have a wider team, you would like to share and give access to your application, other your team members, you have that option. You can add them like contributors of your application. Only a few words about our evaluation process. So the first step, we will check whether the proposals meet the admissibility and eligibility conditions. The second step, we will apply the in-out scope screening based on fitting with the scope of the project and having European dimension. So we will check these two criterions. The step 3, we will involve our external evaluators to assess the proposal according to the criteria. So it is independent individual evaluation. And then last step will involve the XR2Industry Consortium and experts to choose the provisional list of third-party project and reserve list based on the ranking list. Okay, yeah, I would like to emphasize that. So if you will have any questions regarding the second open call, reach us. Do not hesitate to send email to us. We understand that sometimes it's much easier to prepare email with technical details, and then our experts will try to answer to your questions and help you to understand the requirements related to the second open call. And right now, we still have 3.5 week to the final date of this open call, but we received a plenty similar questions related to these formal issues. So here I prepared 5 the most common questions. Mostly they are related to this our eligibility, admissibility criteria. So yeah, I would like to show them right now. So the first of them, this is the question that it is needed to have a consortium for applying this call. So in this second open call, we are looking for a single SME or single mid-cap. So consortia made up of multiple partners cannot qualify for the program. So it's the same like during the first open call, but when we will organize the last open call, third one, then we will be looking for consortia. But this time we are looking only for single SME or single mid-cap. The second really common question, it is related to challenges. So some of you would like to answer for more than one challenge, but definitely you can only you can only respond for one challenge from this list of 4 challenges. You couldn't prepare other proposal for something which is not in our guide for applicants. So each applicant must address only one from the list of 4 challenges. I hope that is clear. The third one, do I understand correctly that UK companies are eligible? So yes, we have a list of the Horizon Europe associated countries, and then the companies from such countries like Albania, Armenia, Georgia, Israel, Norway, Ukraine, United Kingdom, they are eligible for this second open call, and the whole list you will find in our guide for applicants. The next one, is the requested TRL from the initial 5 to 7 to be considered once the development is completed, or is it already in the application phase? So the TRL level 5 is required at the moment of applying to the project. So TRL of the solution is defined from initial 5 to 7. So after your participation in project, after development of your solution, it will be definitely higher than at this moment when you are applying, but we are only taking account the moment when you are applying to this project, and the minimum level it is 5. So yeah, this is our eligibility criteria. And the last one, this is the question about subcontractors activities and about the limitations. So we have information about that in our frequently asked question document. So the subcontracting cost should be up to 15% of the total budget. Subcontracting needs to be limited to the absolute minimum and only for additional, not core tasks, not the crucial tasks. So yes, we have that limits, and it's another thing which we have in our documents, but I would like to emphasize that again here. Okay, so I think that's it from my side. Right now, if you have any questions, please put them on a chat. I will check that do we have any questions or not. If you would like to feel more free, I think that we can stop recording our webinar right now, because I can predict that we can receive some kind of technical details about your know-how and about your solutions. Okay, so right now I would like to shift to our chat. Do we have any? Okay, I see on first one. Hello, the character limits are with or without spaces. Only we are counting the letters. So and when you will fill any of this section, then you will see that you still have a place to add more details or not. So you will see that when you will start filling application, then you will see that you still have a place to add more details. Okay, I see some questions. Okay, who was first? This one. Hello, is it 2 developers per challenge or for the whole call? We have only 2 places during this second open call, and that means that we would like to find a response to the 2 from these 4 challenges. Yes, because we have only 2 places to fill. We can only qualify, only 2 entities can qualify to the project. Yes, so I hope that is clear. The second one, okay, so yeah, so yes, I see, Erwin, that you just answered, yeah, to this question. Yeah, thank you. Right now, I've noticed that the maximum is 2, exactly. Hello, the character limits. Okay, so yeah, I've just put answer. I gave answer for this. P23 or GFA says results must be released as open source. It means that all business model corresponding for what will be developed should be based on open source. Okay, we had a discussion about that. Erwin, would you like to answer for it?
Yes, hello. So I think formally the results of your work have to be released as open source. It doesn't mean that you can integrate this in your closed source, maybe partially existing software and business models that you have already. So we're looking for commercially permissive open source license, not the strict open source license that prevent using them in a business context. If that's a sufficient answer. So you could consider things like Apache license. That's something we're looking at, or Eclipse that allow you to combine this with commercial products.
Thank you, Erwin. I hope that this answer is sufficient. If not, Alexis, please put another question on the chat, and we'll try to say more about this. Another one from Ioannis. In this case, which challenges are more important? So I mean, consortium partners, we not differentiate which one is more relevant for us. So right now we are waiting for your propositions, for your proposals. Then we will have like a recommendation from our external evaluators, because they will prepare. After that, external evaluators will have initial ranking, and then our consortium partners, we will together we will decide, we will make a decision who will qualify to the program. Well, we not have that kind of ranks, which of these challenges is more relevant, more important, and which is less important. Okay. The next one, how can patents influence the proposal? So I need more detail. Of course, that in application form, we are asking about that, and then after you will qualify to the program, we'll assess that issue, because we'll have also ethical check related to it. But I don't know what you are asking about this. I don't know, Shad or Erwin, you would like to add something? If not, then please add more detail on the chat about that, Aline. Okay, because we need more details to answer for it. Okay, another. So this is again.
Maybe I would just like to intervene. Sorry to interrupt you, but it must be clear that the results, when they are released in an open source license, they must be free for use. So the usage of the results cannot be legally risky for somebody picking up your results due to patents that might be hidden or that might put at risk the usage of these results. Vice versa, it doesn't block anyone to produce derived work that is then proprietary and which you can patent it. So it doesn't block users to do something with it and try to get a patent for what they do with it. But legally, it should be without risk for anybody to pick up your results.
Thank you so much, Erwin. I hope that right now it's more clear. I understand that it is related to follow up a question from Alexis. Another maybe not question but comment from Ioannis. I would have to note that for challenges for two funded projects does not make an awful a lot of sense. It sounds like a bet. Yeah, we understand that during the second open call, the competition will be extremely high. That's true. We are looking only for the best solutions. That's why the ground is so high as well, because it is higher than usual in other projects. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, consortium partners, we established that for challenges like most important for us, and we'll check every proposal. We will read it, and we will choose the best one. So please, do not hesitate to try. We highly encourage you to send your proposal. Everyone has a chance. Okay, the next one. The proposed solution, for example, for challenge 3, has to be developed for an XR headset or is possible only for mobile? Okay, so it's more pushing to our technical partners, Erwin or Shad.
Yeah, I can manage this one on my side. So we'll need only for XR headsets, since we're building a new standard on the European horizon. So we will only focus on this topic, on these devices.
Thank you, Shad. Thank you so much. Lauko, if it's clear, please let us know. If you have to follow up question, please also put them on the chat. And another follow-up from Alexis. Can you describe in more detail for the tracking challenges, 1, first, and 4, what should be built from? Pure hardware signals, or is there already a software basis? So Shadow Erwin, what the question is? We know the answer.
For this one, to be honest, Alexis, I don't want to say any mistake to you. So could you please share with us your email address, and I'll come back to you ASAP to provide you all the necessary details about this question.
Yes, definitely. We will put our help desk email on a chat, and definitely, if you could put your question, just send your question to us, and then we'll try to we'll send you our answer after it. Okay, I've just put our help desk email address on the chat, so do not hesitate to just send this question to us in this way. Okay. Okay, it's understood from Alin. Sure. Okay, so Alexis will send this question to us using this email address. Okay, we still have a time. We can wait a few minutes. If you have any question, I understand that sometimes it's time consuming to prepare good questions. So please use that time and use the time of our experts. We'll wait these 3 more minutes, and you will we'll see more questions, then we'll try to give you proper answer. I hope that I've not missed any of these questions so far. I hope not. Okay. Again, Alexis, just to be sure, it is no audit. The whole process requires only the first submission from our side. Yes, many questions, so sorry. I don't know that right now I understand what you mean. Only requires first submission from our side. Mhm. I don't know that chat, or Erwin, do you understand this question or not?
If it's about the selection process, indeed, it's there's a submission. Then there are, I think, Rafal quickly showed the process to reach the selection of the winners. But there are some interactions between the consortium and you during that process, but there's no formal presentation to a jury or something.
That's true.
And then during the execution, there are also different phases of mentoring and follow-up. So maybe that's a response to your question.
Yes, yes. So the whole procedure we have in our guide for applicants, then I really quickly, shortly, I present that 4 steps in this funnel, but you will find more details in our guide. And every European project is different. In this one, we don't have jury days. We don't have time for presenting your decks or so on. We are only basing on your applications, and then we will assess what we will see on our Gear platform. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we clarify that in some code there is around where we have to present the project to jury, so not in this case. Exactly. Another one from Glauco. Can we develop the solution for Vision Pro, or we have to adapt other headset characteristics? Shad, maybe you would like to answer for it?
Yes. So for this question, we're only developing on our own headset, so it is indeed a no.
Okay.
So yeah, it has to be for links, at least compatible with links. And that's the focus of the project, of course, for industrial use, for real scale up. It can be open to support other platforms, but our requirement is to support at least links.
Thank you. I hope that right now it's clear.
Luanis, to answer your question, we would have access to links headsets then? Yes, indeed. For the winners of the different open calls, we plan to lend materials to let you develop your own solution and integration.
Yes, when you will qualify to the program, then you will have access to check it and to integrate. Thank you, Shad. And yeah, I see one more from Andreas for challenge 1. Can we assume any network connectivity that can complement environment tracking, or the solution needs to strictly run on the device? Challenge 1. Challenge 1 for tracking environment. So, Shad, would you like to?
Yeah, just give me a sec. I'm checking Could you remind me what is the challenge number 1, please?
Yeah, this is the tracking environment.
Okay, tracking environment. Maybe Erwin, you have more information about that.
I think it's the main. There's no a priori approach that we enforce. That's the first thing. But the most important thing, it has to be flexible and wearable and easily set up in industrial context. So this leads to some constraints. So it cannot be needed to install a kind of let's say playing area where you have to instrument a whole room with all kinds of sensors that might take you days, and cameras and stuff like that might take you days to set up. Then it's not really very flexible. But so for the rest, it should be pragmatic and sufficiently performant. But besides this requirement, there's nothing a priori blocked or enforced.
Thank you so much, Erwin, for your answer. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, any other question? Any other question? You will wait for the minute for it. Okay, so let's decide that we'll wait 2 more minutes. Okay, if you will have any more question, then we're trying to answer. It's time for you, so you can use it. And as I said before, it's, something is maybe, we have some kind of confidential data. Maybe you would like to not share here with us about them. So then feel free to send email to us on our help desk, and we will return to you with this answer from our technical partners. Okay, so we are waiting 1 more minute. And we would like to back to these slides, which I just presented from the beginning of this webinar. You will find this recording on our YouTube channel. So then you can freely back to this. Yes, and definitely we encourage you to visit the project microsite and to follow with these documents and our rules. The 90% of your questions that they are in the documents. So, thank you. You can see the link to our microsite on our chat. Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions, so it's all from our side. Thank you for your attention. I hope that this meeting was helpful for you, and we are waiting for your applications and your proposals. So thank you so much. Take care. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Why?